Away, away, away. Welcome back to What Are the Odds of Football. My name is Anika, and I've got my two hosts here, BK and Preeti. Yeah, man, we're back. It's been a while. It's been a whole week. Someone had to go on vacation. So, hey, man, we couldn't record. As we record, you will know who was on a break. But, man, we're back. World Cup. We're back. World Cup. I was very excited for this World Cup. But here we at. BK, how are you? How's this World Cup been for you?
Oh man, it's been good. It's been good. A lot of things happening. The surprises there. Argentina, Germany, of course. So it's been a good World Cup. So I'm loving the African teams as well.
Okay.
Ghana just won now 3-2. Good on them. Exciting game. So yeah, no, I'm happy.
Preeti, talk to me.
Well, back after a week. It's been a hectic week in the World Cup. No one expected it to be where we are
Right now.
certain teams. So let's get to it.
All right, let's get into it, gentlemen. First question. The Heat did not play any teams are doing well.
No man, teams are doing well. Well, maybe Argentina can say maybe that's
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Preeti.
But I think it needs, as a person, you need time to adapt.
Sure.
The first games were good. But then, whenever teams are playing at 12 and 3, actually they're suffering. You can see the tempo of the team first half. It's so slow. Because they have to adapt. And then the second half, it's amazing. But it's much better than we thought it was going to be.
It's not really that hot though, because I know when it's super hot, like the refs have
A water break.
So I didn't see that.
But I mean, there's the whole substitution, 5 substitution. Do we still need water break?
Well, yeah.
There's that.
But then another thing, we will never know this transformation. They have the money, they did study the weather, obviously.
Yeah.
They know.
So the technology gets there.
Also, there are stadiums actually. They close the sunlight actually.
Yeah.
Most of their stadiums, so it doesn't affect those teams.
Maybe we've got some biggest fans there.
Maybe they've got
All right, gentlemen, let us jump into it. So what's gonna happen today is that these two gentlemen are gonna update me on the World Cup because I missed most of it. I did watch some games. We're gonna get deep into some games, some not, deep in some groups, and some not. Let us jump into Group A. So I'm gonna just read the results there, gentlemen. And we've got Qatar, who lost the first game. I watched that one, 2-0 to Ecuador. Senegal lost to the Netherlands, 2-0. Then Qatar lost to Senegal 3-1, and then the Netherlands drew with Ecuador 1-1. DK, how terrible has Qatar been?
Well, they're not a footballing nation, so I will give them a bit of leeway. That, but every nation, hosting nation, has to be.
Yeah.
So they have failed. Officially, they are out. If I'm not mistaken. 2 games, 2 losses.
Yeah, they're gone.
So honestly, I didn't expect them to go far as much as they're a hosting nation, but they're a footballing nation. So it is what it is.
Preeti, as a South African, West.
One or two. We did better actually.
Right.
We won against likes of France, draw against Mexico. But then we have to understand, we're a nation which we love football. We feel they've done better. But when it comes to Qatar, it's my first time seeing them in an international level.
Yeah.
No one has never seen them. But then we did expect this. There is no surprises there.
Now, Senegal, talk to me about them. Have they done good? How have they been in this World Cup?
Yeah, they did good actually. Again, against the Netherlands, for me, they deserve to win the game.
Okay.
They lost focus the last remaining minutes of the game. They're doing well. It looks like they don't really miss money, but money is money. Though.
Okay.
You understand? But then they're doing really good. They are doing really good. I think they can make it to the last 8 though. They can make it to the last 8.
BK, speaking about money, so we say they're not missing money. And the follow-up question would be, one of the things that we talked about when the World Cup started was Mendy. He's done okay.
No, Mendy has done okay. It was good. Netherlands game, as you said, was good. I think it was just the last 10 minutes, lapse in concentration from the players, but he's been good. As for Mane, well, obviously he's a big player, and the more they progress in the competition, the more they will miss him.
All right.
Yes, they're doing fine. It's the group stage. The same you can say about Brazil.
Yeah.
The more they progress, the more they will miss Neymar.
Yeah.
But Senegal, for now, I think they're fine. The group, yeah, the group is okay. The group is okay. Hopefully they win the last game. Hopefully they win the last game and yes.
All right. So last question for both of you gentlemen. We can agree that Netherlands are going to beat Qatar and qualify. Sure. So it's not going to be one of those Qatar, a team that has already been relegated.
No, there is no one in that Qatar team who can play to that defensive lineup. And I wanted to touch on Ecuador actually.
Yeah.
These clowns are good though. They are really good. They are really good. And I think they were underrated coming from this group actually. Looking at the previous World Cup, and I think they play Copa del Rey again. They do. Yeah, they do. South American teams. Yes, they do actually. They do beat like Mexico, Argentina, Brazil actually. So for me, that's a team which Senegal they have to be worried about.
Sure.
Especially if the top leading goal scorer of the tournament actually from Academy at this moment. Valencia. He's good. He's good. He's doing good actually. So it's a match which we have to watch actually.
All right. So Senegal, Ecuador. What makes it last 16?
Oh, tough one. You know, Senegal, the pressure is on them because they need a strike. It's not enough for them. So for me, I see Senegal going out somehow. We need that smaller team going through Croatia kind of vibes. Yeah. So for me, it's gonna be a tough one.
DK?
Tough one, I agree. Open game because Senegal has to go for it. Ecuador, from what I've seen, they're not the kind of team to just sit back. So it's going to be a tough game. The African in me says Senegal, but the realist in me is saying Ecuador should go through.
All right, Pretty, Capo or Valencia in your team?
In my team?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in my team. You know.
Capo.
Yeah, you know.
Capo. So are you guys signing him now or?
It's a done deal. It's a done deal. January is coming. There is no way. We're gonna give him money though. All the wages. Half of the wages of Ronaldo. Just give him half the wages of Ronaldo.
All right, so the gentlemen both agree on Capo. So the last game, let's say 3 in this group, will be Qatar versus Netherlands, Senegal versus Ecuador. So we've spoken about this. We've spoken about who gets through and who does not get through. Any standout game in this group? Any standout player?
For me, for the player who vote for the Netherlands, I vote for them actually scoring. But for team of the group actually, Ecuador. They're a team which they want to fight for the group. The Netherlands, I think they came with the mentality that we're going through. It's an easy group. You understand? And it fucks up their system actually. They're not playing very well.
Okay.
I would agree with like everyone loves an underdog. I'm not sure if you watched some of the games where the big teams playing the smaller teams, like the crowd is for the small teams. So for me, I would say Ecuador has been one of the standout teams. Been good. Valencia has been good, scoring goals. So yeah, excited to see this last game between them and Senegal. Should be a cracker.
Oh wait, then let us move on to Group B. I'm just gonna read out the results there. So England opened with a 6-2 over Iran. USA and Wales drew 1-1. Wales lost to Iran and upset there 2-0, and then England and the USA drew 0-0. How good has this England team been? Are they World Cup status? Are they?
you know the problem I have with the English team is they tend to get overrated. Yes, they went to the Euro final. Yes, they're performing well now. but I don't think they have what it takes, man, to
To the World Cup finals.
the final. I don't think they have what it takes.
They've had an easy group.
But it wasn't such a big group. It's not, to be honest. If you look at it on paper,
Yeah.
it's an easy group.
Sharp.
But when it comes to 11 against 11, it's not a easy group. Sharp, understand. But for me, the English team, though, I think they're gonna go far. Sorry to say that, BK, but I think they're gonna go far since if you look at all the teams which were favorites to win the World Cup, actually, you attract enemies. Actually, each and every team wants to beat you.
Yeah.
You understand? So for England, it's that team. No one is looking at England at the moment. They're doing their own things, and funny enough, BK, who are fucked up though. Harry Maguire is doing good though. Like,
I wanted to go there, and I was like, no.
You know, the first match is one of the players who was the player's top player who had more shots on target than anyone.
Who?
Harry Kane, though. Sorry, Harry Maguire. Because he had so many headers.
Come on, Captain.
I'm telling you, it was really, also the last game, the USA game. Actually, if it wasn't for Harry Maguire, I think USA were gonna win that game. Actually, he played very well. He's good. He's really that good. More than Van Dijk in this one.
Okay. Oh.
More than
Wow.
that we can agree on. More than
Please talk to me about this USA team.
For me, they have the energy. They're running. Those boys, they don't mind. They're doing game pressing. They're running. It's the finishing, actually. They don't have a goal scorer, actually. If they did have one in that team, I think they were gonna be enough. But they're playing beautiful football, though.
Yeah.
I nothing which I didn't expect from them, but I see them going through, though. I see them going through.
Okay.
Well, they're fearless. That's what I like. The way they play, they're fearless. They go edge. The way they went at England, it was a tough game. It was a tough game, and I would agree with Pretty that they should go through. They really should go through.
All right. So the last games for these ones, match day 3 in this group, is England versus Wales, Iran versus the USA. Wales made it very difficult for themselves.
They shouldn't have lost that game against Iran. Man. They should not have lost that game. But I think now it's going to be difficult for them to get back. It's going to be very difficult for them to get back. USA will be looking for a win.
Yeah.
England will be looking to solidify their position at the top.
Yeah.
So I think England, USA.
England, USA in this group.
England, USA.
Pretty, can Iran be a banana skin for the USA?
I doubt. Iran are playing a high line position.
I saw that in the highlight.
Yeah, they're playing a high line. USA, they have the pace though. Whenever you're playing high line with a team which has pace, it's a dangerous game plan actually. So I don't see them. I see them at 2-1, 2-0. Yeah, USA are gonna go through.
Stand up team for this group, stand up player.
Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. I know Saka scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
I know, but then the defense though, it's holding the defense actually. For me, and then standout team, I'll give it to England also. They scored so many goals.
Yeah.
And then they drew actually. They're not conceding goals, actually. They're not. So for me, England and Harry Maguire.
I would agree with 100%. Listen, with what Harry Maguire has been through the last year, criticism, and he's just put his head down, continue to do the work behind the scenes, training, and he's doing the things now in another platform, in another stage, and I'm proud of him, but not so proud that I want him back in my team.
I was about to ask that. No.
Barca will buy him.
Barca should buy him,
Yes.
So you guys are saying he's not getting back to the.
No, he's fine as our third choice.
Or should we give him more games?
No, though.
Third
If you
choice.
give him more games, he's gonna go back. You don't. The reason why he's performing, he wants to go back
Back to the squad.
to the squad, and he can't. He
Okay.
can't.
Who are we gonna take out? Varane?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I mean, we need that.
He didn't PK in your team.
No.
He's gone, so you
Nah. good, Joel.
I can give it for free.
Well, very good. Gentlemen, let us move on to Group C, where a lot happened. I'm just going to read out the results here. So, of course, the biggest upset was Saudi Arabia, who beat Argentina 2-1. Mexico and Poland drew 0-0. One of these should have taken advantage at that time. Argentina went on to beat Mexico 2-0, and then Poland went on to beat Saudi Arabia 2-0. Both of you watched the Argentina game.
Yeah.
Right. Talk to me about the mentality of the Argentine team in that game. For me, it felt rushed. Like they got into the game and they wanted to score 3 goals and finish the game.
It's what happens when people say your favorites.
Right?
It puts pressure on you, and everything is rushed. I mean, truth is, they should have won that game.
Exactly.
But the offside track, the offside track.
I'm now going to go to Pretty. I was going to ask this question in the end. How are you feeling with the offside technology?
So it's a mess. For me, the system is not working. It's not working at all. Because if you look at the game of Portugal, actually, I'm gonna go through that game.
Sharp.
But if you look at it, there were so many offside players. So for me, I feel like the system has glitches, though. You understand? There is no way. Also today, I saw the game.
Sometimes they call it
Yeah, the Cameroon game. There is no way. There is no way that Khan was onside, though. But
I think he was.
but the system made it too. I'm like, no, it was fucking on. No, it was all alone. You know that thing. The whole team is there, though. You're all alone. Hey. Then
We're talking about Abu Bakar.
yeah.
The second. I think he was.
Also the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us move away from that. Before we have a big fight about this one. Mitty, why does Lewandowski not want to score for Poland? He got a penalty against Mexico.
Yeah.
Almost didn't score.
Yeah.
This World Cup. This was should be his last World Cup.
It is actually his last World Cup. So then I believe in World Cup cases actually. But then I feel like it's 10 clowns against Lewandowski.
Okay.
Yeah, in a team whereby I can't say 10 clowns, let me say actually 21 clowns against him. It's his team against the other team. So Lewandowski is a good player.
Yeah.
You know that he's not likes of Messi, whereby you can carry the team alone. Lewandowski just wants to finish.
Yeah, just give him the ball.
Give him the ball whereby he has to shoot or tap in. So he doesn't have those kind of players in his team. The support actually, he doesn't have it. So I can't blame him that in the international level he's not doing really well. But at least he managed to score actually one goal. So I'm happy for him that he has a World Cup goal.
All right, BK, let us talk about the Mexico goalkeeper. He's back. Every World Cup he's here. Sees a penalty against Lewandowski.
Yeah, no, that guy's. I don't know how many World Cups he's played.
I think 3 now.
3. Okay, so Ronaldo is still there. Okay.
So my question is, this Mexican team, we can all agree here, they are a good team. They're not a great team. They're not one of the best. What do they have to do to go to the next level?
There is no way. They're just that one team whereby
They
don't deserve to fight for relegation.
Okay.
They don't deserve to qualify. They're just there.
To spoil someone.
Just to play another team there.
It's like Ajax.
Yeah.
Champions League.
Yeah, just be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how they are.
Just there to convenience
Yeah.
top teams. But it was a tough group from the beginning. But I think if you look at it from the beginning, you would have said Argentina to qualify, and then Poland and Mexico to fight for second spot. So it's quite disappointing where they are now. They really fought against Argentina.
Yeah.
They really fought. It was a battle. Unlucky, man. Unlucky.
Now, let us talk about Argentina and Messi. It's not a surprise that Argentina had to carry, Messi has to carry Argentina. We've seen it in the past 2 games already in this World Cup. How much of this is a problem? Because when Messi is not on form, then the team's up. No one steps up.
But another thing, though, it's not all about. I feel like the team of Argentina actually, they don't have the fighting spirit. They have the fighting spirit, though. At the meantime, though, they don't want that thing with team Messi has to carry the team.
Sure.
You look like the likes of Di Maria, they're trying with all means actually to put the spotlight on them. Actually, forget about Messi. But the teams, the opponents, they know though, there is no way. If there is a break and there is a counter or whatever, and Argentina are taking, close down Messi, you are down. You understand? He's not going to the box. For me, it's the attacking team, the front three. They are not combining enough. Actually, there is not that combo enough.
They're waiting for those massive Messi
passes. You understand? And it's they have to change it. They have to change it. If they wanna go through and go furthermore in the competition, they have to change their whole system. Actually.
Yeah, I would agree with Pretty that someone else needs to take charge. I'm thinking now Lautaro Martinez has to take charge of that attack. Messi's not going to be here next World Cup, so he has to show us what he's got. He has to show us that Messi will be passing the baton and he'll be there. Di Maria won't be there next World Cup. So these boys have to show that they can perform. Just as Mbappe came through the last World Cup and performed and showed that
I'm taking over.
We can do this. Benz is not here. Ribéry is gone. And you understand? So we can do this. So they really have to move away from that.
Yeah, but my question is, as a coach and as the technical team, are you saying that you made a mistake with the selections of the team? Because when they went to the World Cup, they did have their first training session. They got injuries, actually. I think the left wing got injured. I forgot the name of the left wing. They call out Gomez, actually. Are you saying that they made a mistake, actually? That, okay, Garnacho is here, but his own form is good. Do you think this Argentine team will be different if Garnacho was there? He was going to leave that pressure more on Messi by dribbling and taking more defenders and doing something, actually.
To answer that, Pretty, I actually wanted to ask this question, but I thought it was going to get too deep. Because I mean, even these other big teams, they like to play their most experienced players instead of bringing in the young boys to say, come and get some experience. But a World Cup there's no time. It's not a league game. You can't bring in a player and say, you're going to do well. Am I saying Garnacho was not going to do well in this group or in this whole World Cup? We don't know. Because we were playing against experienced players here. So I would say, I think he should have brought in the likes of Garnacho. Do you understand? Because, like you just spoke about it, to say someone has to get that benching. And who is it going to be? Because in 4 years, someone has to take that over. And you start now. Some teams should learn from the German team. When you bring in your small players, your Spain. All right. Gentlemen, standout player of this group, standout team.
Standout team, though, they deserve the spotlight. They're all points, though. They win Argentina. They're the ones who deserve the spotlight.
They all got Rolls Royces.
You see,
The whole team.
Bugatti. Actually, I saw another video. They were saying that if you win against Poland, or buying you guys islands, all of you guys. So, but another thing, though, I think the player, for me, there is no standout player. I'll give it to Messi. I'll give it to Messi.
Now, standout team or standout performance, Saudi Arabia. Sure. The offside trap, like I said.
They didn't struggle against Poland. They were actually playing.
Yeah,
they were
actually playing. They were unlucky.
Yeah.
Standout like Messi. Messi, for me, that game, if they do that game, there's going to be a problem. So, but I wanted to ask a question also on my side. Talk about, I think it's the 86 team, Argentina team, that won the World Cup. And from my side, I know Maradona from that team. No one else.
Okay.
It shows you that he carried the team. Messi, why can't he do that? We're talking about him, the pressure on him, passing the button. Why can't he do that? This is his last World Cup. Why can't he step up and do what Maradona did and just foil?
The thing is, you know, whenever you're in this, like, everyone looks at you. You're the the Megalo of the team. You are lighting the team. Everyone is dark and then you are lighting.
Sharp.
You understand? So the thing is, they know the opponent. I rather put players, 3 players marking Messi and than to consider.
Yeah.
You understand?
The same happened. Like in those days, Pele, Maradona with the
Okay.
The stars.
Then I used to-
He had fighters.
Mm.
And not free.
Mm.
You understand? Players which were willing to fight actually.
Yeah.
So now, likes of Neymar, Messi.
Mm.
For me, like players of nowadays, they don't have that. Okay, sharp, you are there with Messi. Let me protect Messi. Why is Di Maria? I see that 3 players are going against Messi. Why shouldn't I go and shield 1 player so that Messi can go through? You understand? You can do that as a player. They are busy marking Messi. Go there, help him, shield 1 player, and then he pass. You can see that you're shielding that player. He will pass. So, but you have to support him. Support him. Don't let it. He tried against South Arabia. The time they were 2-1 down. I think at the end of the match, he was trying to collect the ball. He was there at his half, trying to collect, and he was trying to dribble. And they just squared him. They took the ball. They just squared him and took the ball.
All right. Just to add on to what you're saying, I think football was a bit different back then. Defenders were not as tactical as they are now. Even gameplay wasn't as tactical. And then again, it comes back to what you're saying. Messi had Higuain, Tevez, Aguero, that whole squad, right? And you're thinking as Messi, okay, I shouldn't have that pressure that Maradona had. Do you understand? I've got this guy, and then you've got Higuain who misses 2 chances against Germany.
And Prime Dybala.
Do you understand? Yeah, Prime Dybala. You understand? I think now the situation you're talking about Maradona, the World Cup, plus the way you relate to the World Cup, but that's another. That's another.